All right, folks, this is something pretty interesting that has happened here. So Joe Biden was giving a speech in Detroit, Michigan, and apparently it got paused for 6 minutes because there were some protesters, a couple of protesters. There were actually two different groups of protesters, and so I actually just covered a protest yesterday in which there was a homeless protester protesting on behalf of homelessness who was screaming. This time, looks like these two people have signs. They're protesting on behalf of on the issue of free trade and NAFTA. So he's gonna call out the Birdie Bros that apparently who are there protesting, and he's gonna say that is what's wrong with politics. Apparently, it stopped it for 6 minutes. So got a couple of videos here for you. Check it out. Alright, so basically what's going on is, and this is a better view actually of what's going on. So the one on the left says NAFTA killed our jobs, and says, I guess that one says Joe Biden betrayed us. So basically they're there protesting on behalf of NAFTA. They just held up these flags, and when Joe Biden is saying let him go, is because, as you can see here, people are pulling down the flag, and he's saying let him go, stop doing that. And then simultaneously, basically in the background, what's going on is everybody in the background is basically saying, let's go, Joe, that's what they're saying. They're saying, let's go, Joe. So it's like a little bit of a battle. Now, shout out to these protesters. Honestly, it's probably the best way you can do it, because then you're not like screaming or anything, and you don't come off as bad. So you just hold up that flag. That's awesome. I mean, that's really great. And every place that he goes, he needs to be protested, but it's really hilarious because he says, oh, the Bernie Bros are here. Like, dude, calling anybody who has substantive disagreements with you Bernie Bros is exactly why you're going to lose the election. It's the exact reason why Hillary Clinton lost the election. And so if somebody's a protester on behalf of homelessness, says I got evicted because I had cancer, and then you say, oh, this isn't a Trump rally, and comparing them to Trump supporters and all this stuff, it's like, dude, you're not going to win anything if you go through that strategy, obviously, because it's not correct. But these are legitimate concerns. Voting for NAFTA, really bad for electability purposes, folks. You can't win the Rust Belt having voted for NAFTA. You literally voted to ship jobs overseas, and you think that you're gonna win. How is that possible? And so, hey man, that's definitely something legit to do. But we've got and he says this is one of the things that Donald Trump is generating. He says this is what's wrong with American politics today. If you think that people who are protesting because their jobs were shipped overseas because of a free trade agreement that you voted for is problem with the American politics, you're wrong. And the problem is actually you're the problem with the American politics, not the other way around. So you, Joe Biden, are the problem with American politics, not the other way around. Okay, they're not the problem. They're substantively protesting on an actual issue that you voted for, all right? So they're not the problem, you are. But that's not all. There's apparently another one. This is the Sunrise Movement, some more Bernie Bros, of course. Young people trying to save the climate. Those darn Bernie Bros need to shut up. There it is. There's basically a battle going on. Okay, you got this small group of Sunrise Movement protesters, actual Chads and Stacys out here, okay? But, obviously protesting in a good way. This is dope, by the way. Go in protest like this for sure. That's sick. Go up and put up a flag and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's a good way to do it without doing anything bad. But you see here, something weird starts happening. This person starts coming in pulling. I don't know if that person is security or what is happening there, but doesn't look like security, but I don't know what's going on there, but literally pulls them away. Very weird stuff going on, but there's obviously a big war going on here. Except it's, very unbalanced. There's a whole big crowd of Joe Biden, although it's not that big, obviously, but the room is full of Joe Biden supporters, except there's this group of GNDers who are from the Sunrise Movement, which Joe Biden failed to court, obviously, because he's not for saving the environment. So, yeah, some a little bit of crazy stuff going on there. As you can see, this person literally being dragged out for what I presume to be nothing other than just protesting for the GND. So, that's pretty sick, dude. That's pretty sick. Shout out to the Sunrise Movement protesters. Y'all are some real ones. Same thing for the two people who put up those NAFTA flags, man. Y'all are some real ones. Y'all are some kings out there. So that was really dope, and I hope this keeps happening, man, because Joe Biden deserves it, man. These are real substantive issues that we have problems with, and he refuses to even engage in them. So he deserves this, man, because people have real problems.